Hey guys, and welcome to this Bitcoin and market update. We'll take a look at Bitcoin and ETH, how it looks on the macro, and how our short looks like. If you remember, I've been posting about 2 days ago. I made 3 or 4 posts about my ETH short. What exactly is my setup? What I will be waiting for the short to trigger. That happened 2 days ago. I entered right here, and it's been dropping ever since. This right now is an extended wave 1. We should expect a pullback wave 2, and then continue to the downside. We will explain that a bit later. And today I posted about this XRP ending contracting diagonal. We'll take a look at how does that look like, because ETH looks like the bottom is closer than we think here. Okay, we'll also take a look how Solana looks like, and Tether as well. Like I always say, stablecoins are one of the most important charts in crypto. So that's why we'll take a look at USDT and USDC dominance. Something happened right here that may give us the next clue of what's coming. But just before we start, in case you missed it, there's a Clarity Act hearing in New York today, and I just want to be clear with you, it's a field hearing, not a vote. Okay, so nothing passes today. I think whatever the price does, it would do one way or another. The macro structure would play out as it wants to. So let's start with Bitcoin. I think the bottom might be very close structure-wise. I am following multiple scenarios as it goes for our wave counts. One of the most interesting ones I'm following is that this is some kind of a WXY, this being an ABC wave W, and this being an ABC wave Y. All of the scenarios I'm following, we are missing a final wave down. Okay, so that's why I'm not losing time and explaining the scenarios each time. If you're following me since the beginning on Ant, know that my oldest count is this being an irregular flat A, B, C. This C wave needs 5 waves down. The only thing that's possible in this scenario is that this is one wave. So this is wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only case where this is possible if this is a diagonal. Why? Because this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. This wave 4 went into the territory of wave 1, and this is an ABC. Okay, this is a diagonal, so this ABC makes sense for wave 1. Wave 2, nothing special here. This wave 3 is tricky. Okay, if this is an ending diagonal, we should have a 3-wave move. But if you remember, many months ago, since this move right here, we were calling for this. This is an obvious WXY. Okay, but you could find a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4 truncated wave 5. Okay, so this could be an A, B, C. Okay, wave C can be truncated. So the only case if this was an irregular ABC is this count. 3-wave move, this is a 3-wave move anyway, this is a 3-wave move, this is a 3-wave move, and we are missing for a final 3-wave move right here. And in this case, this would be an expanding diagonal, okay, because this first wave is shorter than this wave. Okay, this is wave 3 length, and then wave 5 needs to be longer than wave 3. Okay, so this would be a minimal target for, so about 50.5k. This would be a minimal target if this was actually a diagonal, and like I said, this would then have to be an A, B, C. Okay, and we are missing a final 5th wave down into this 50k area. Then there's another scenario we've been following for a long time, that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that this 5th wave is a diagonal right here. So this 5th wave being a diagonal. So both could be valid. You can find both valid wave counts, and that's why we've been following both as well. But because both end in the same final missing wave down, but it doesn't matter. Okay, if we zoom out in our 4-hour chart, I think this was a 3-wave move. Okay, an ABC and an ABC. So I think this might be, we will see how this structure plays out, if this turns to be wave C or not. If not, if we can't find 5 waves here, then this was a 5-wave move down. Okay, and we still might be missing in either case. If this was a 5-wave move, we still need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to complete this structure right here. Okay, or in a diagonal case, we might print a 5-wave move already here. Wave B, and a final 5-wave down, wave C. So in both cases, we need that final 5-wave move down to get our bottom, okay? And as you know, my primary target we had for months now is from 57 to 52K, or right here, 47. If this WX, and this is Y, if this Y is extended to 1.618 fib. But let's focus now on this local level right here, on this local structure. So as you know, this is a very massive structure up, okay? This is not a clear 5-wave impulse up as you would like to see from the bottom, okay? Something like that for starters, a pullback and then another 5-wave move up. But this is more corrective, okay? And this is even more corrective. So I think this, all of this is a corrective move. This was obviously, and this is a corrective move, if you ask me as well. So I think what happened here was some kind of a WXY, some kind of a 3-wave move, an ABC, a clear ABC right here. This to me looks like a WXY right here, okay? Unless this turns into some kind of on a smaller time frame, it would be more clear. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, and this becomes some kind of a nested 5-wave move down. We shall see, but at the moment, this is a clear WXY. From this structure right here, this at the moment is this 3-wave WXY. What happens from here, we will see. This can turn into many different things. This can turn into a bigger WXY because wave W can be a WXY itself, okay? So this can turn into some kind of a bigger WXY. Very interesting count that I wouldn't be surprised if it happens is that this could be some kind of a diagonal, okay? And this would be perfect if this really is a running flat ABC, okay? Wave C has to be a 5-wave move up. And this is a very tricky structure, okay? And something would need to happen. This could still be a diagonal, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how this diagonal would be correct if this wave count right here happens. So this being a 3-wave move, wave 1, a 3-wave move, wave 2, a 3-wave move, wave 3. And if this is a contracting diagonal, because this wave 1 is the longest, and if this is the length of wave 2, then this current wave 4 cannot go below this level right here, okay? If we dip below this level right here, this orange line, then this current diagonal, what could be a diagonal, is invalidated, okay? But if, at the moment, if Bitcoin bottoms right here, above this line, this could still be a diagonal, and if this ABC was wave 3, then wave 5 must be shorter. So about right here, must be shorter than this length right here. And it has to come up. So this has to be a 3-wave move. And then this final 5th wave has to be a 3-wave move up. And if this plays out and if it starts dumping from here, then this was a perfect, but not very obvious, okay, very, very tricky ending contracting diagonal. So this needs to happen if this wants to be an ABC. If this was wave 5 from, let's say, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are still missing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then again, this truly is some kind of a WXY that may already have completed and we are dumping from here to the bottom, or this turns into, or this WXY was only wave Y of a bigger WXY. And we are then dumping from here. And keep in mind, if this was a 3-wave move, then it would also be possible that this is an expanding triangle, okay? ABC, DE, very not obvious one, okay? And then we dump from here. And again, if this leg remains in this range, some kind of a 3-wave move, and if this was a 3-wave move, all of this structure could be a bigger ending diagonal of this 1, 2, 3, 4, and this being a diagonal wave 5. Okay, if you remember from weeks ago, we've been saying, we've been following that scenario as well. And this would then be some kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, Now let's take a look at ETH. 2 days ago, I was posting about this short setup that I went into since 1922. This is the morning post where I said that ETH just went into my regular flat correction. This is a flat correction ABC, a target box right here. We were searching for a 5-wave move up. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. And this is a complete short setup that I was following throughout the whole day. I then posted a video which explained exactly what I'm waiting for. And at the evening, I went into this short right here as we got this 5th wave right here and its 5 subwave structure right here. I entered a short, and yesterday I updated on what's happening with my short, that it is printing a lower lows, a clear nested 5-wave structure down. And looking at the daily, this right here looks like a clear 5-wave move down. If you know how to read this candlesticks pattern, how they close and open, this is very clear, okay? And this is very similar to what happened right here and to what happened right here. So this is a very nested wave 1, and it seems like it has another sub-wave 4-5 to finish. So let me just explain why I entered this short. Well, I think that the bottom might not be in. The bottom would be in that we shouldn't have a 3-wave structure here. And if the bottom was in right here, we should not have a 3-wave structure right here. It should be some kind of a 5-wave structure. And if after a 5-wave structure, we would get this move right here, this beautiful 5-wave impulse, then I would be very bullish, okay? That I would know that this is that we need a 3-wave move right here, and then we are off in the next macro wave 3, okay? But I think all of this is part of a correction, and this is a beautiful textbook ABC regular flat correction, okay? And regular flat correction target is from 1 FIP to 1.272 FIP, okay? And ETH ran exactly into 1.272 FIP. What I warned clearly on these short setup posts was that I'm aware that this being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that this 5th wave can be extended as well. So this itself could be some kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And this would reach then this irregular flat correction from 1.272 to 1.618 FIP. But this is a perfect 5-wave move up, and this is a perfect ABC flat correction from right here. So the chances are of this drop right here, the chances are higher, okay, for the sweep of this liquidity. If ETH turns and turns this 5th wave to be extended as well, that I am good with that, okay? This is a very beautiful trade, but it is very low risk trade because I basically caught this ETH top, okay? So, but even if the bottom would be in, minimally ETH would retrace in a 3-wave move down. There's a lot of liquidity here, and a fair value gap is right here. And if we look at the retracement, where wave 2 usually retraces is in this area right here from 0.618 to 0.786. So this 3-wave move should happen minimally, okay? But let's see what our macro scenario says. There are many if scenarios I'm following as well. If this was wave 1, 5-wave impulse, and this is wave 2, then we cannot go below this 1,400, right? But there is a lot of liquidity at 1,400, okay? So if we go below and if starts taking this liquidity, will we break this low right here? So this being wave 1 then becomes invalidated, okay? But I'm also following this scenario of this being some kind of a running flat, ABC, a complex 3-wave structure, wave B, and a 3-wave structure, wave A. And this is now wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But again, even if this is either wave C, a 5-wave move, or some kind of a 3-wave move, and this is some kind of a WXY, and this has to be a 5-wave move down, ABC, this could still be some kind of a 1, 2, 3, ABC 4, 5, and we are missing a 5-wave move down. So when this move down happened, that's why I was waiting patiently all of this time right here for this exact perfect short. Even if this turns out to be this extended wave 5, this is a perfect short, okay? And I was waiting patiently all of these weeks just for this ABC to play out, and it played out perfectly. So even if this was a 5-wave move and the bottom would be in, like I said, minimally a 3-wave move down is happening, and I'll be very, very happy with this profit, okay? In either case, I will TP1, take some off right here in this area, but my main scenario from this structure right here looks that we are missing some kind of a 5-wave move down, like I said, because this whole move looks corrective, okay, at the moment. If the structure tells us otherwise, we are ready for those scenarios as well. Let's look at XRP. So zooming out on the macro, this was a 5-wave impulse right here. And this is an irregular flat correction right here, okay? And Ethereum has one of the clearest charts, okay? If we are uncertain about ETH and have many scenarios there, what's possible, and on Bitcoin as well, well, this structure is very clear, okay? Why? Well, this was the hint, okay? If this was a 5-wave move up, then the top could be here, okay? And we would then question ourselves what this structure is. Is this a 5-wave move down or some kind of a messy WXY 3-wave move down or what? But after this bull trap 3-wave move happened, we knew that this was the top. We got a 3-wave move down in wave A, this 3-wave move wave B, and this is an irregular flat correction, either a running flat or an irregular flat. And when we got this low right here, running flat ends above wave A and XRP went below. Right here, we knew that this was an irregular flat correction and that we were looking for a 5-wave move down. So all we need is completed 5 waves in this wave C. And what I think happened right here is a leading diagonal wave 1, wave 2, and this then became some kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this 5-wave counter became wave 3. So this was then a 1, 2, 3, a triangle. This turned out to be a triangle. And this is the last 5th wave, okay, of this wave C. And I was posting about this being a contracting ending diagonal wave 5, okay, for weeks now. So this is this orange ending diagonal. This is a contracting diagonal because each waves in the same direction is shorter than its previous one. So at the moment, this is a perfect ending diagonal. It's following all the rules. This wave 1 is the longest. This wave 2 has this length, and wave 4 fell short of this length. All is going as planned until now. And now we are in this final 5th wave of this diagonal. And if this was wave 3 length, then wave 5 cannot go below this level right here. Okay, this is wave 3 length, and if this is a contracting diagonal, then this wave 5 must be shorter. And if we would go into this channel bottom line right here, that wouldn't surprise me. But keep in mind that waves 5 can be truncated in an ending contracting diagonal as well. What it needs to be is a 3-wave move. And until now, this was an ABC and an ABC. This made a WXY, and everyone was super bullish on this 5-wave move right here. But I told you that this was an ABC, an irregular flat correction ABC. Okay, and this was then a perfect 3-wave move, a WXY 3-wave move, and a 5-wave move right here. So at the moment, from the data in this chart right now, this is a 3-wave WXY, a 3-wave connecting wave X, and we are now searching for a 3-wave move down to complete this wave 5 WXY. So at minimum, this final wave Y has to be some kind of a 3-wave move down. So we'll see if this is some kind of a nested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave A. We'll then get wave B and a final wave C down to get our bottom in XRP. I think XRP again is very, very close to the bottom, and its wave structure is very, very clear. If this would drag for a longer time, then this would have to become some kind of a larger leading diagonal, and this would then become a three-wave move, and this would then be wave one, and this would then have to become some kind of a bigger wave two, wave three, and so on, and this would then turn into some kind of a bigger diagonal. Okay, but we would need to complicate things to make this work. From this structure that I've been posting about for weeks now, from this structure, this is a perfect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and this is a final macro wave 5 of wave C, and from this wave 5, which is also a 5-wave structure, we are in its final wave 5, and this is a 3-wave structure, and of this 3-wave structure, we are in the third final wave as well. So the final wave of the final wave of the final wave. This is how close we are, I think. And looking at Solana, we were finding a couple of possible scenarios. We're searching for a final wave down right here. And we were looking at the scenario of this being some kind of a triangle that ended truncated here, which waves E of a triangle usually don't respect this upper line, so this would be correct. And we would get the final 5-wave move down here to get our bottom, and this is then a leading diagonal, wave 1 of a bull run, and we would now have to retrace in a 3-wave move down before continuing in wave 3 on a macro. But we updated that we are not liking the volume structure from this bottom. We didn't get any ending volume, and we didn't get any igniting starting volume right here. Okay, we went through that in the video last week, I think so. So our other scenario is that this is an obvious and clear WXY, right? And this is a 3-wave move, and this is a 5-wave move diagonal. So what is this? Well, this is again a running flat. Okay, so I'm not very confident of this being low. We'll see what happens here. At the moment, on a smaller time frame, this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if this 5-wave move doesn't turn into an ABC only, which would be wave 2, then this is wave 1 of a final 5-wave move down into new lows. And I am leaning into that right now. Okay. Now, to the stablecoins, like I would say, I think stablecoins are one of the most important charts in crypto. If you remember from right here, I was calling for this local bottom right here. And after we get this bottom, and we got it exactly, we were searching for a 5-wave move up somewhere into this 9.5% to get our top in stablecoins and bottom in crypto. Okay, and tether dominance follows that exactly. Since right here, where we posted that this drop and this 5-wave move up will happen back in February. So I see people calling for stablecoins top right here. That might be true, but I think, modestly, I think that again, as in Bitcoin, this was a 3-wave move up, and this was an obvious 3-wave move down. So I think that what we got was some kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this was wave 3 of this 1, 2, 3, 4. And this was an ABC, as I was posting for the past weeks. And this final 1, 2, 3, 4, and this final wave 5, a 5-wave move up, might have started right here. Okay, if you remember posts from the past weeks, I was explaining how I see this to be a flat correction as well. And I showed you that this is wave C. Wave C are a 5-wave move down. If this was an irregular flat correction, I told you that this was a common target. If this was a running flat correction, wave C does not go below wave A, and that this is a common running flat correction ABC target. Because if we draw fibs from wave A to wave B, this is 1.0 fib, okay? And Tether tagged it exactly, okay? A running flat, that depends on where wave B lands, but a common running flat is from 0.786, it could be a 618 as well, but in this case, it tagged 1.0 fib on the dot, okay? Where? After a 5-wave move down. So this was actually 1, 2, 3, ABC truncated 4, and a beautiful 5-wave move down, wave 5. Okay, so this whole structure is a hint. This was a big hint, and this whole 5-wave move was a hint, and this beautiful 5-wave move down was a hint. Okay, and I think the tether dominance, this chart right here, is a clue of where crypto is going. Okay, and especially if tether dominance goes above this line right here, it reduces chances of, like I showed you on ETH, of this becoming an extended 5-wave move down, and this would actually then become a 1, 2, 3, 4, an extended 5th wave. Okay, but at the moment it looks like we are making an impulsive wave 1 of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get our top. I'm not calling for it yet. I want to see a break of this line, and I want this to become a clear 5-wave substructure when looking on a lower time frame. So right now, this is a perfect running flat, this whole ABC right here. But for the confirmation, we need to see a break of this line. This will confirm that this 5th wave was really a final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure. This will give us an answer if we actually might be starting a final 5-wave move up to finish this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave move up to get our bottom in crypto and top in stablecoins. And if we stay on stablecoins for a few minutes, this is USDC dominance, and this is, we got a 5-wave move down right here, and this is a 3-wave move ABC. So this will then become a bigger A, B, C. Okay, I was calling that for many months now. This ABC is some kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This wave 5 is extended, so this has to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is also an extended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are looking for a completion of a 5-wave structure right here. And zooming on the 4-hour chart, this is our common top USDC target box right here. It can run higher as well, but this is just a confluence of some of the common targets in this area right here. But this is some kind of an nested 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And this maybe completed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This became a 1, 2, 3. And we are now in an ABC wave 4. And we should now be starting a final 5-wave move up. Maybe we are missing then one last mini 5-wave move up of this 1, 2. But right now, I think this chart is even clear of this being a 1, 2, 3, and this being a 1, 2, 3, and this is then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said, with USDT, I would like to see break of this line to potentially confirm this being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this becomes then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get our top in USDC and bottom in crypto. If stable coins keep running from here, sooner or later, this will become a completed 5-wave move and a 3-wave correction will happen. What I think makes the most sense is in ETH case, that when stablecoins turn up in a 3-wave correction, this will make a lower high, wave 2 on ETH. And what happens in Bitcoin, that depends. If Bitcoin breaks this level right here, then chances of this being a 5-wave diagonal become very low. So that means that this becoming some kind of a wave structure become low. We will see what happens in future. We don't know what this still can turn into, so we still have some patience there. But in this case, if this remains a 3-wave correction, then this cannot be an ABC, because wave C need a 5-wave move. That would mean that this was some kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is then a 1, 2, 3, 3-wave move 4, and we are missing now a final 5-wave move down. So, like I said, we have to have all the patience needed right here. We need to leave this structure to play out and for stablecoins dominance structure to play out. There are many scenarios on ETH chart and on BTC chart, and I hope I didn't forget something. I try to explain as many of these structure and scenarios as possible, just so you know what is possible from each and every structure. This is super important. If you only have a one scenario of what's possible, then you will be disappointed each and every time, okay? In all assets, okay, keep in mind, in all assets, if a move happens and you are not ready for it, and if you are surprised by the move, that should never happen, okay? You should know which scenarios are possible for waves 4, how these waves 4 look like, all the flat corrections and zigzags and three waves moves in WXYs and a triangle and wave 5 being a diagonal or an impulse and so on. This, you have to learn this stuff because you can then be prepared for it, okay? And when these certain levels break, then, okay, each of these levels invalidate some of these scenarios, okay? For example, if Bitcoin would break this level right here, then a lot of scenarios of this structure would be invalidated. And on the one hand, this would be very, very good, okay? This would then mean that this expanded triangle is invalidated, okay? Because this wave, C wave, cannot go above this wave, okay? And also, if we break this wave, this cannot be a diagonal, okay? And it would mean that this structure is some kind of an ABC, could still happen, okay? This could still turn into some kind of a diagonal, okay? We don't know what future holds, but this is what I'm talking about, okay? This is why we have to have invalidation levels and why we have to know what is possible in each structure, which scenarios. This keeps you protected. This makes you, not being shocked by each and every move that happens. So that was it. I hope I went through all of the scenarios. But in either case, what's most likely in crypto is that we are missing this final wave down in a 5-wave move. With that, we will print a daily bullish divergence. We can fall if we take a look at our daily chart, and if this was our bottom from right here, I think we can still go down quite a bit here before coming back up, and this will still be a bullish divergence with a new low and a higher low on our RSI. And the same goes for ETH. By the way, if you didn't catch my update from a couple of weeks ago, where I showed you that I think right here, this year, when we get our bottom in on ETH, so we get another low and a higher low on our RSI, such as this, this daily bullish divergence on our RSI will be the first one in 8 years, okay? The last time that happened was on this 2018 bear market low, okay, where we made a lower low in the price right here, a lower low, and a higher low on our RSI right here. And off of these major corrections, cycle corrections, okay, this will be the first daily bullish divergence in 8 years, since 2018. And I think that when ETH bottoms in this final 5-wave move down, we will get our first bull run since 4.5 years in ETH's case, and after 5 years in many alts. So I think all of these runs were corrective, possibly this one as well, we will see. And that the fun starts right here. But looking right now, this short is printing very well. We will see where it ends. Like I said, if this will be some kind of a wave 1, we will get a 3-wave correction, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if we get a retest of this 10-month-old channel line, okay, in some kind of a 3-wave move. We shall see. So that was really it. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a follow on X or subscribe to my new YouTube channel right here. Until next time, have a great day. Bye bye.